Hello once again. This is going to be a Stage 3 tutorial for Ghost Babel, the sewers and watchtower. The game's going to start getting a little bit more difficult at this point, so prepare yourself. Right at the start, we have a little piece of movement that's easy to mess up. You don't want to turn too sharply into this guy, or else you'll cause an alert. But you also don't want to accidentally rub up on this box too much, because that guard can turn and spot you. So the trick is to just go past him once you are a little bit past that corner of the box, the first box. Don't turn immediately, but don't turn too late. If you do get the alert here, it's not a huge deal, but you can get hit here by that guard or this guard, like that. So try to avoid that if you can. Otherwise, just turn the corner as you get past that guy. Then hold down right past the sleeping guard and along this wall. Now we're going to be coming up to the water skip. I have already made a tutorial for water skip, so I'm not going to go into crazy detail here. For the first wave, you want to line yourself up with this line in the water. You can be a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, but try to follow this line in the water. And the idea is that ladder, that first ladder, is the one we're going to run to first. You really got to be careful about your movement here. Try to get to this ladder swiftly, so you can get on it before the wave comes by, because if you mess about too much, it's very easy to get swept away. I also recommend going onto the right side of the ladder. Don't go too far to the left. Just try to get on the ladder as quickly as possible. And going on the right side is better than going on the left side of the ladder. Now, one thing you need to be aware of is that you can get carried by the wave if you get off the ladder too early. So make sure the wave has completely cleared you before you get off the ladder. Now, normally the game intends you to go over here to this ladder and wait for the next wave to pass, but what we're going to do is time out our movement so that we cross the screen while the water wave is crossing the screen. We have about 10 frames to accomplish this, and 8 of those frames allows us to skip the next wave after that. So let's try to do that right here. I do 3 punches and then do a certain amount of movement. I heard the wave, so that means I can skip the next wave as well. If I was being safe, I would go up that ladder. And then just keep on running. And go up the ladder. Water skip takes a lot of practice, and you have to be comfortable with the movement and get a feel for the timing of the waves going across. We'll go over water skip again when we do a tutorial run, a demo run at the end of the tutorial. So this part of the watchtower has its fair share of challenge, because you need to be able to know how to do your movement so you don't get smacked across the face. So we're going to slow this down a little bit and go up left past this guard. He'll miss every time. Then down left. Down right, this guy will miss as long as you didn't mess up your movement previously. And then you can just hold down here. Down right immediately on the load transition. And up right to make those guards attack nothing. Then about at that corner, we go down right. And then right into the door. This last guard can be a real pain. That guard can either shoot you or smack you, so be very careful of that. Let's see that at full speed. We go up left along these boxes. Let me show you what happens if you mess up your movement here. This guy is very likely to smack you. He didn't hit me there, but trust me, he's way more likely to smack you if you mess up your movement at all. Then up right along this wall, up right again. At the corner, go down right. Slip by that guy if you can. Sometimes you'll get smacked. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Usually you'll get smacked once. Not getting smacked there is good luck. This next room has some difficult movement to it. You're going to be turning a lot of corners. Don't worry about this guard on the way in, but on the way out we have to be worried about him. Then we're going to enter in here. Pick up this card. We need this card to get out of the tower. Okay, so we have two options here. There's either the safe approach or the risky approach. The risky approach requires you to move properly through this room, not slow yourself down by not turning sharply. Because what we're trying to do is sneak by this guard coming up without having to knock him out. So it looks something like this. So by the time he turns around, he's not going to notice us. If you mess up your movement just a little bit, he'll turn around and spot you. And the issue with this is that we're trying to go on an elevator, and elevators won't operate until we're out of evasion. So it's a big time loss getting spotted by this guard. If you mess up your movement or you're just not confident yet, knock him out. Take the time loss. It's only like a second. It's not a big deal. And then run on by. This right here is a gas mask. You do not need this. So here's a card door. Card doors operate along with elevators when you enter them on a weird kind of way. If you hold right, while the door is opening, you'll actually go against the wall. This actually loses you time frame-wise. So what you want to do is wait for the door to open, then go through. But doors like this, it doesn't matter. You can hold the direction. Okay, so elevators. We're going to go over elevators. What you need to know. If you come from the left, hit the panel. Try to hit the panel on the left edge, along the dark line. If you're coming from the right, you can actually hit the this black line on the left side of the door. Like, that's as far as you can punch to the right. So if you're coming from the right, don't go up to the panel. You can save yourself a little bit of time by punching the door itself. Elevators come randomly, so however fast they come, they come. If you feel like punching, you can do that. It doesn't influence anything that we know of. And then you enter. If you're going up, you go up right. If you're going down, you go up left. Okay? Then the next important thing is if you want to save in-game time, when you press an elevator button, you want to open your menu as soon as possible, because the animation of the door playing and the elevator starting, or rather the door closing and the elevator starting, will still happen, but the in-game time won't be ticking. And then you wait long enough. I use the lines, these lines going up and down, as my visual cue of when to press select, or just use the audio cue of the elevator landing, and then close the menu and walk out. This is a very convenient time whenever you're in an elevator to do your menus, since you're already going to be opening up your menu anyhow. So that's what you should do with elevators. There's only one elevator on this stage, but later on, like, stage 5 has multiple elevator rides, so it adds up throughout the run. So we go up, go through this left door, then go around this hallway to go into the spiral area. Go down right along this wall to trick this guard into shooting nothing. And then just follow the spiral. It's very important here that you go the proper way. You want to go right, okay? Don't go left, go right. If you go left, you're going to be very sad because you're going to go all the way around and realize you can't go through that door. So right here, there's a chance you'll get spotted, or there's a chance you won't get spotted. It's better to get spotted here optimally and get the alert, because this door will be open already, so you don't have to wait for it to open. Alternatively, if you have the 5-7, you can just shoot like that and cause the alert, and that'll open the door that way. But that's only if you picked up the 5-7. If you're going for really fast times, you will not pick up the 5-7. Then just go up this first column. Don't worry about the lasers. Sometimes that guard will smack you. And then we have another card door. And come on down. This is Kris Jenner, the lady we're trying to look for. She's wearing the red cap. And that's stage 4 in a nutshell. Let's put it all together. We're gonna sneak by this guard. Wait until you're clear of him before you try to turn the corner. And then just turn the corner here. Follow the path. Rats don't matter. Hold down right. Go past the sleeping guard. Follow the wall. And now it's time for water skip. Follow the line in the water. That's the line we're going to use as our visual cue for lining ourselves up with the door, the opening, however you want to put it. And get on that ladder as soon as you can. Make sure to get off the ladder after the wave has cleared. And buffer it however you like. There's a lot of ways to buffer. Okay, so I'm a little bit late. That means I'm going to do the save strat. If you don't hear the wave on the next screen, you can't skip this wave. But you need to still be in a rush because there's another wave coming. And we're going to skip that right here as we go across that load transition. Go up the middle ladder. And we're off. Just hold up right. Snake will climb the ladder automatically. Now, we're going to run on alert. Go up left along these boxes. And transition to down left. And down right. And if you have yourself lined up, you can just hold down there. Up right to trick these guards. Follow this line. Go down right. Sneak by those dudes. That was a pretty good alert run. Just follow the path. Nothing too extraordinary here. Here's the room that will test your ability to make turns. I think it's one of the more fun rooms in the game, but it can be a bit challenging when you're learning. Just trying to turn precisely. Now that we have ID card 2, we need to take that out. If your movement's not good, you're going to have to punch this guy out. My movement was good, so I can just run by him. Wait for the door to open, then run through. Wait for the door open, run through. Now we're going to punch the elevator panel since we're coming from the left side. If I turn. It's important to turn fully before you try to punch. Then upright. We pause the IGT there. then right there as well. Wait for the doors to open, then get out of that menu. And we'll go up, then left, then through that southern door, into the spiral. We hold down right along this wall to trick this guard. Follow the spiral. Go the right path. Do not go left. We'll see if we get the alert here or not. We're not. I'm just going to show if you didn't have the gun, this is what would happen. Go up this column. Try not to get smacked. This guy can smack you. Go through this door. Down left. Into Kris Jenner. And that's stage 4. Or rather, stage 3. Coming up, however, is stage 4. This stage is one of the more difficult stages to learn, especially since it's right at the start. So there's a bit of a learning curve if you're trying to be very efficient about it. If you don't want to do water skip, you can just, sit on the ladders. But water skip is a pretty cool trick. So I do recommend trying to learn it if you can. And that's about it. See you on stage 4, everyone.